Alrighty then, my roll chums, it is I, Daniel, you be calling the pop culture dude, and we're not making a Sonic Movie 2 news video, even though you see him in the background. It's gonna be a Spider-Man No Way Home video where I'm gonna go see the movie, whoop whoop, Shazam! And you can definitely tell that I'm wearing my Spider-Man jacket, my Andrew Garfield Spider-Man t-shirt, just in case if he's in the movie, wink wink, next to Tobey Maguire, and as well as like the other villains as well. Even got my Spider-Man Tom Holland socks with my Converse shoes, and not too long ago, I made like 2 trailer reactions to Spider-Man No Way Home. The first one, the second one, where I was overjoyed about it as a diehard Spidey fan, but I'm not the only one who's going to watch this movie alone, and I was the only one who was making these trailer reactions. It's none other than me! Yay! Now the light is not going to be too destructive. I pulled the camera away. Now it looks so much better. So if you guys don't know, if you guys are new to my channel, this is Gabriel, who's basically my bro, who was there for me in the No Way Home trailer reactions ever since, which is kind of funny in a way. And since this will be a vlog road trip video, for those who are new to my channel, he was a part of my Venom Let There Be Carnage review, along with my close high school friend Alex, who will be taking us again for Spider-Man No Way Home. So this is a 2.0 one, just like No Way Home. So now that we're ready, since you're wearing red, I'm wearing red, so it's kind of like a match foreshadowing of going seeing Spider-Man. What are your thoughts of being excited for the movie for today?
Well, I mean, I've been waiting for this moment for years. And
20 years of my life.
You know, looking at the rumors and the leaks and all that stuff.
We look at it.
Not the videos, but like the pictures.
Yeah,
from, like,
before
the past year.
Mm-hmm.
That we've been waiting, and now the final moment is today. Like we're finally gonna get to see what we've been dreaming of for a long time, is to see those villains back again, portrayed by the same actors. And who knows if we'll see Tobey and Andrew.
Yeah, that's why I'm wearing the shirt, just in case, because I love me some Andrew.
They're in it, but we'll have to see.
We'll have to find out. We try our best to avoid like leaks, like video online things, because you know it will like spoil the whole things. And are we gonna make this review spoiler thing? We'll wait until when we talk with Alex.
I mean, I'm personally not going to spoil it in case, you know, others don't want to be spoiled or want to see it for themselves, whatever. Then I'm not going to spoil it, but
yeah, possibly. We'll eventually see. But we're just excited just because it brings like a drama consequential stakes to Tom Holland's Spider-Man, which we wanted to see. And obviously the nostalgia factor of seeing like the old villains with the same actors, possibly Tobey and Andrew. It's basically Spider-Man Endgame. Like, yes, at core, it's Tom Holland's 3rd Spider-Man movie, but we're just excited to see like it's a continuation of celebrating over the live-action Spider-Man for over 19 years instead of just saying, oh, fan service is nostalgia bait. We've been rewatching all 8 Spider-Man movies just for this event. We cannot wait for it. So that's the whole purpose why we're going to make this road trip vlog video today. So we cannot wait for it. So whenever you're ready, you want to go outside?
Yes.
All right, let's go. Go, Webb!
What's going on, y'all?
And guess who just arrived? It's my good buddy Alex. Show your shirt. Show your shirt. You got Tom Holland. I got Andrew Garfield, and you
have a red shirt.
You know, close enough.
Okay, close enough. So we're gonna be rolling calling. Obviously, I'm Andrew Garfield. He's Tom Holland, and you're
supposed to be Tobey.
Yeah, Billy Maguire.
I lost my Spider-Man shirt.
It's okay. It would be funny, so we could do that.
Kind of black button up because I was trying to role play as if I was going to work, but in fact I'm hanging out with y'all.
That definitely makes a lot of sense.
Black on black, I feel like Billy Maguire, you know, because he was walking around with
and then the emo hair, which is something that you could have nailed.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, if I don't comb my hair, that is.
Not at all.
I don't.
Anyway, let's get into the car! Dude! 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 Sorry, we don't have a girl that's like nearby us, but can't believe it! This is the day we're gonna watch Spider-Man No Way Home for the first time in theaters.
I took off from work again.
No leaks, no spoilers. So he's the one that paid the tickets for us. And what screening are we gonna watch it at?
IMAX.
IMAX. Okay, it's not gonna be Dolby, just like Venom Let There Be Carnage.
I tried. I mean, I seriously tried to get Dolby. I barely got the IMAX one. Sorry for like eye contact on the road, but just seriously, literally, I was up at 12, 1, 2, and even 3, and like I was just watching, waiting in line, and the website crashed. I remember I texted him like, yeah, I can't do this. I'm about to fall asleep, and then I passed out. I woke up around like 8 a.m., which I don't usually wake up at 8 a.m. I woke up around 8 a.m. by accident, and then I saw that like 60% of the tickets were sold out, and I tried to find like a higher format like Dolby or IMAX, and every single Dolby for like opening days were all sold out, and I'm like, oh no, I failed my boy. But then I saw that there were some decent IMAX seats for $330, so I bought them, and I was like, crossed my fingers saying, and I texted like, hey, I got the sick, and then I fell asleep again.
Oh no! Speaking of that, my uncle that we're gonna see Gabriel. We're gonna see the movie on Monday, November. No, did I say November? December 20th. I'm sorry, my bad. Which we tried to do Dolby, but once again, sold out.
It was crazy. I can't believe I lost the Dolby. Well, actually, I shouldn't be surprised, but I lost a Dolby battle.
Yeah, not exactly.
It's like buying a console.
I mean, one of the things that is like pretty hilarious, like remember when like the tickets were crashing? Gabriel, you remember it, right? That happened back on Cyber Monday, aka Spidey Monday, back in November 29th, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's where we started our live-action Spider-Man movie marathon. And the memes that we'd say, like, oh, when the tickets will come out, it shows all screaming, but all jokes aside, quick question. So, ever since Monday, since Spidey Monday, Cyber Monday, whatever you want to call it, me and Gabriel decided to watch all the Spider-Man movies, yes, including Into the Spider-Verse, all 8 of them before seeing No Way Home. From 1 to 3. It took like a whole week for us to finish. So, have you caught up with like most of them?
You're gonna kill me, but I believe, okay, so it was a couple days because I work around 4 days a week just because I'm trying to get extra money and stuff like that. But I had a little bit of gaps. I actually watched Venom out of nowhere like a month ago because I bought on Blu-ray.
It's canon.
Yeah, now it is. And so then I'd say about a good week and a half ago, I finished the Holy Trilogy, I should say.
Yeah, Sam Raimi, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man Trilogy.
What was it? I think it was like a couple days ago, I was able to watch The Amazing Spider-Man after work because I got home at like 8 or something.
Makes sense. Underrated. Just purely underrated.
And also because my brother's like obsessed with playing Halo Infinite. But yeah, no. And then
you caught up with the second one?
Yeah, I caught up with the second one, and then like barely last night till like I don't know what time it was, like, or the night before that, I ended up watching only a Homecoming of Far From Home. I wanted to watch some of the other ones like Into the Spider-Verse and maybe some like the other MCU connected films, but that's the most I could have done before coming here. I'm just busy, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Basically for me and Gabriel, remember we tried to show this to like your little sister to watch the Spider-Man movies for the first time? Yeah. Yeah, and basically for the MCU appearances, we didn't watch like all Civil War, all Infinity War, Endgame. We just look up YouTube videos by saying Civil War, Endgame, only Tom Holland, Spidey.
I couldn't do that.
Just because it's not a Spider-Man movie, it's a movie that has Spider-Man in it, so it's like, oh, let's just watch the YouTube clips, and that's like
I think I did. So yeah, I think I did good then.
Yeah, you did good.
I'm good.
So you can recap ourselves, especially even though I will say this, and I know I'm gonna get like comments like this, like Into the Spider-Verse. It's not the most important movie to watch before No Way Home, but it's still considerable to watch just because hey, it has multiple Spider people. Hey, it's a multiverse story. It has multiple villains.
Spider-Verse have like a big role in this movie.
Yeah, imagine this. Imagine Shamik Moore just dropping it, and then you got John and John Mulaney Spider-Ham. I mean, Shamik Moore was at the red carpet premiere next to Willem Dafoe and Jamie Foxx. But oh man, like I said, it's hilarious, but I guess I can't stop thinking about it. So Gabriel, so now that you've been there for me ever since we were babies growing up with these movies, and now watching the No Way Home, and literally we could not stop watching Spider-Man movies together, singing the songs from the films. How do you feel about this now? Now we're here in 2021 after nearly 2 decades.
I mean, it's crazy. Since I was like 5 years old, yeah.
Me too.
And you too. We would watch Spider-Man 1 and 2
a lot on DVD.
Every single day, and we were there for the promotion and everything of Spider-Man 3.
We got the Burger King toys.
We came out in theaters. We got the toys, well, Burger King toys. And you know, unfortunately, we couldn't see it in theaters, but we did eventually see it. And since Spider-Man 3 and so on, we saw every single Spider-Man movie, and that's
all of it.
This is exciting, and it's important to us, to our lives.
Personally. I couldn't agree more on that. Especially, the one thing is, Gabriel, we've watched Homecoming in 4DX, just in case if you didn't know about that. Wouldn't it be so cool if we would experience No Way Home in 4DX? If you get that reference, but forget about that. It would have been so cool, like when we watch Homecoming, including the scene where Vulture takes down like Peter Parker in his onesies homemade outfit. The scenings were like punching, the air is like the website, and no joke, I literally almost fell off my seat when they crashed into Coney Island in New York. It felt real. Like, didn't it feel real to you back then, Gabriel?
Yeah, it did. It was really cold.
Yeah, very cold, including like the water scene when the ferry boat was like going split in half from it. So it would have been nice, but I'm satisfied that we're still gonna watch the movie in a way. But just like in our Venom vlog where you joked about by saying we're gonna make this movie beat Avatar or Endgame, if you remember that 2 months ago. So, is that gonna age well for what you just said?
I mean, this is only the first day. We'll have to see.
Yeah, I mean, it's so far
I'm confident it will. We're gonna break it. Let's break it.
Like I said, it's so far I've heard online it's breaking records more than Endgame. I mean, like what good old Jon Watts says, it's Spider-Man Endgame and not, you know, Rise of Skywalker that would like disappoint a lot. I mean, to be honest, when I check Rotten Tomatoes score, it's not as high as Into the Spider-Verse, but it's like the highest live-action Spider-Man rated film. I'm like, is it that good? I'm like, obviously I stay away from spoilers as possible, but man, all the no spoilers things. Some people said it's either, I heard people said it's the best live action Spider-Man movie. Oh, it's the best superhero movie. It's the best MCU movie. I'm like, whoa. And then,
like, really?
And then some people say it's the best Tom Holland movie. I'm like, okay, I can agree with you on that. It probably might be. But best MCU movie and best Spider-Man movie,
we'll have to see.
Yeah, we'll have to wait until we actually see the movie ourselves. So, other than that, so Gabriel, you talk about what was Spider-Man meaningful to you, all the movies back then. I want to hear from your thoughts since you and me have been best friends since high school in 2018. Alex, my man! Alex Lyon! I'm sorry, all jokes aside. So, as I'm finished with Gabriel, now it's going to be your turn.
Well, quick fact, you might not believe this, but I personally think I still have memory of this. My first ever movie that I watched in movie theaters at the age of 2 years old back in New Jersey. I swear.
Spider-Man 2?
Yes, I
knew it.
I remember. I swear I remember. It's
nearby New York.
Yes, and that was the first ever movie I watched in movie theaters. And I swear, I'm a film major right now, and I swear ever since watching those movies, I've been in love with acting and film and Spider-Man. And that's what just became me into the person I am today, not just as like a culture nerd and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Just in general and stuff like that, because the Sam Raimi films mean so much to me. And I remember growing up as a kid being hyped for Spider-Man 3 and how big the hype was in general for it.
I could tell.
I was just like 5 years old around that time.
So our age.
Like that. And I remember all the merchandise, all the Burger King toys. Yes, I got some Burger King toys. I got this black suit Spider-Man Webb thingy.
I know what you're talking about. I got James Franco and his glider. Gabriel got Tobey with
his mask.
I wanted that one, but I never got it. And it's just, there's just Sam Raimi's films is like, that's like a big connection to like my childhood, and like literally any type any scene I'll watch from the movies or any little sort of thing I'll see from it, like I'll be connected back to a time period that you might not be able to really get back ever, depending on how fast technology is updated. But there's nostalgia.
Yeah, it's 2021.
There's just something special about that feeling, and it means so much to me. And I'll never forget when Spider-Man 4 got canceled later. My brother and I were just crying.
I was sad about it too.
Literally, we were just there crying and stuff like that. And Andrew Garfield Spider-Man came along, and I say it's criminally underrated. And I learned to really love and appreciate it growing up and seeing how much effort actually Andrew Garfield is as an actor and whatnot.
Very committed to the role.
There's like a chance that, I mean, let's face it, we all have faith that they're going to be in a movie. But
yeah.
I'm happy to see Tobey back, but I really feel like this is just a redemption that I really want Andrew Garfield to have ever since.
He deserved it, man. He
deserves it so much, because I love when we have Tom Holland coming to the MCU, because let's face it, Tom Holland's Spider-Man is like one of the most compared characters that I've ever been compared to, because even you call me Tom Holland Spider-Man.
Even though you kind of relate to most of the majority of them, and you're wearing the shirt by coincidence underneath the evil Peter look.
I relate to Tom Holland, Spider-Man a lot and whatnot, but just I always wanted closure for both of those Spider-Mans,
Yeah, Tobey and Andrew.
I really think today I'm really hoping this does justice for it. Tom Holland said himself, keep your expectations low, but come on, I'm keeping that faith, come on.
Crossing my fingers. I mean, yeah, sadly for the Tobey fans, they doubt there will be no Spider-Man 4. Sadly for Andrew, I don't think there will be an Amazing Spider-Man 3 near in the future, but this is the closest thing we're ever going to get to that.
Yeah, and it helps all of us, because, a lot of us, we're in our late teens, 20s, it doesn't matter what age group you're in.
It doesn't matter.
It's more like you're finally going to get connected to something that happened to you when you were younger, and of course you're going to have something that's like you said that was connected to you now that you're much older and whatnot, and
it means a lot. It means a lot, looking back at it.
It's just I read comics, I watched the movies. I remember my brother got the Trilogy on DVD back in like 2008 or something like that, and we watched that every single day, just like you guys.
Yeah, just like we did.
Every single day. I'm telling you, just back to back. It's like it was a habit, and we got the toys, and just I don't know, just Spider-Man just means so much to me, and I don't even know like how much I could say or how much to put into it. Just yeah.
And just like the film specifically, like I said, it's very inspirational for a lot of people. For them who wants to like get into films, make their own films based on superhero flicks, maybe based on human stories, or even some of the facts where some of them might be inspired to do some art, to be a comic book artist or animator or draw, or eventually get into like high class productions like this, just because they feel like an emotional connection with these movies and with these characters that we grew up for like almost 2 decades of our lives. So I couldn't agree more on that, from your inspirational like aspirations, especially from the original films, and same for Gabriel too, like how much it's personally connected to all of us. So this is like an unexpected dream come true, and it just comes like in surprise.
Honestly, like
no.
I always expect like things to happen later on, but the fact that like I don't know, just so many years passed by and we're actually here and it's actually gonna happen. What the freak is going on?
Yeah, I'm like, what is happening? What is happening? And Gabriel, you remember the reactions, and remember back in the first trailer, like a lot of leaks, a lot of leaks, just because we're just being covered for it. So like we're literally halfway there to the theater. So Gabriel, what song choice should we start like to get hype? Should we do Drive That Funky Soul or the Ramones Spider-Man cover?
Let's do Ramones first.
Absolutely. This is the song I want to play in the end credits. Why? Because, first of all, Ramones, the band, if you don't know, it's a punk rock band that sings Split Street Love, that was playing in Homecoming, and they were raised in Queens. Peter Parker was raised in Queens, and in Far From Home, they play I Want to Be Sedated and I Want to Be Your Boyfriend in the movie. And now, I'm like, so, as I'm saying, like, come on, it's a multiverse movie. You're going to have multiple Spider-Man. It will be a cherry on top if they play the song. And Gabriel, would you like to play it?
Sure thing.
Let's go! Hit it, Gabriel!
Let's go!
Screw copyright! Spider-Man, Spider-Man, the spider can, spins a web and his sides, catches thieves just like flies. Look out! Here comes the Spider-Man.
Hey, motorcycle.
Star missing blood. He's got radioactive blood. Can he swing from a thread? Take a look over there. Hey there. There goes the Spider-Man. In the chill of the night, at the scene of a crime, like a streak of light, he arrives just in time. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. What the them is ignored, action is reward. Look out, here goes the Spider-Man. Kick it back, Joey! Like I said, it will be the perfect song for this, no question without it. Still of the night at the scene of a crime, like a streak of light, he arrives just in time. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, the neighborhood Spider-Man. Wealth and fame is ignored, action is reward to him. Life is a great big bang up. Whenever there's a head up, you'll find the Spider-Man. Woo!
Forgot how like high your voice could go.
Yeah, get back to good old good times when we used to do it back in musical theater. So, man, I've been waiting so long to sing this on camera. Now I got the chance.
Right.
I'm just kidding. So, Gabriel, want to go to Drive That Funky Soul?
Wait, we're forgetting one.
What?
Which one is it?
Go listen.
Yes! Michael Bublé's cover. And the spider can spins a web and it sides.
The Martian.
Wait, the Martian?
Okay.
Smoking! Come the Spider-Man. Sing it, Gabriel! I love Michael Bublé's jazz version of the song. Is this strong?
You're in New York.
Yeah, it makes me feel like if you go to Christmas at New York at nighttime, and this kind of fits, since No Way Home might have some Christmas scenes. Wait, where? Here goes the Spider-Man. It feels like you could dance this on Broadway with the stage, wear tuxedos and dance. Like, I can just totally imagine, just like New York vibes. He arrives just in time. Arguably from the best live-action Spider-Man movie. And I just spit. And it was Spider-Man. Well, the theme is ignored. Action is his reward. Look out! Look out! Here comes the Spider-Man. All right, people. Now we do some tap dancing and some tuxedos with Spider-Man mascots. Bow, 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 bow. But it's a good thing we stopped at the red light for this, so I won't hit your face. Bow, 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 bow. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, in the neighborhood, Spider-Man. Wealth of fame, he's ignored. Action is his reward. Look out, look out. Comes the Spider-Man. The chill of the night at the scene of a crime, like a streak of light, he arrives just in time. Bow, 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 bow. Well, then fame, he's ignored. Action is his reward. Look out, look out, look out, look out, look out. I'm just kidding. Here comes the Spider-Man. Bam. And then it just ends with a final swing with Tobey.
Beautiful.
Man, like I said, I was trying my best not to choke or eventually voice crack myself.
I may or may not have been jamming out to this in my room.
Wait, have you?
I mean, who doesn't do that? If you don't do that, you're not human.
Same, man. I literally just jam out and dance to this and sometimes just do it. Remember our Spider-Man 3 watch party? I just did it like in front and just do it without a care in the world. What about some nuts? Go make me some.
Go make me some. I can make some. Go make me some.
Got any with nuts?
I have some nuts. I could make some.
Go make me some.
He's a good boy.
Oh, Dr. Connors. How are you?
And that one face. Let's insert Tobey face. This is the most.
Of course.
Cops! We're gonna be streaking around. Hopefully Doc Ock doesn't take over this upcoming bridge.
Right.
Catch! I wish I could do the dance move, but we're in a seat.
I know, right? How do you think I feel?
Yeah, absolutely, especially with the eyeliner and everything else. Give me ticket. You give your ticket when you fix this damn door. I just remember that for like all the memes. You want forgiveness? Get religion.
You can snap.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I can snap better than what Thanos can. Tobey Maguire just grabs the gauntlet, just snaps like Norman Osborn way. Peter, don't tell Harry, and then snap away.
I can't believe I'm driving.
Yeah. Get up! Yep. That's fucking so.
Oh, I did this.
Everybody. It was from a YouTube clip I saw. See ya, chomp. The taste on her lips. Strawberries. Well, I guess that was it. Well, we're being arrested.
Look at little Goblin Jr. Gonna cry?
Oh no, you crying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Cry? Yes, we all will cry when we step our foot inside the theater. Yeah.
Tom Holland apparently cried during this movie, so let's see if I cry or let's see who cries.
We're all gonna cry. I should have brought tissues just like I did with Endgame. Yeah. Since me and him did cry for Black Widow. Literally when Black Widow died, you literally just said, "You have a tissue," and then I just gave it to you.
I cried when I saw Emma Furman.
But yeah, like I said, can't wait for No Way Home.
You can cut that out the video if you want.
I would. I'll cut that out. Sandman and Lizard are in that truck. Run! Run! Yeah, Lizard was been in there, or Sandman.
Was that a dinosaur?
Man, that would have fit and be like aging it so well. Man, where are the No Way Home posters?
Probably inside.
Yeah, possibly, because I would definitely like to take a picture by them. Yeah. Wait, what are we missing?
Like the No Way Home, like, you know.
Yeah, we should.
Something does not look right.
Yeah. Oh, there it is, all the way over there. Yeah. We should be close enough. The wonderful fresh air condition of AMC. So we are going to see it in an IMAX screening, so you guys, are you ready to go see the movie?
Yes.
I've been ready.
Yeah. It's pizza time or nothing, but let's do this. With great power comes great responsibility. Definitely Sonic. Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Little snap, and here we go.
You go, Ben Schwartz. My trailer reaction blow up during this on the big screen.
Don't worry, nobody's gonna get hurt.
Pretending to be Batman, Blue Justice, trademark pending.
Sonic Adventure references. Nailed.
Trust me, there will come a moment when your powers will be needed.
I love hearing Jim Carrey scream on the big screen.
I just got goosebumps. Wait a second, did you steal that from Oprah?
Approved by Oprah Winfrey. Cosplay for 2022. Austrian goat milk. Papa's got a brand new stash. Ha! Since I was gone, I discovered the source of ultimate power. Master Emerald. It's been my vision board for years. Finally, Colleen O'Shaughnessy's brought to the role, so these general folks don't know who she is, but now they do.
Okay, this is what we're gonna do.
Man, movie of 2022, man.
I have no idea.
I have no idea. This is worth the theater experience.
That wasn't too bad.
Yeet. Best video game movie so far. That might be potential. I can't believe I'm actually dreaming about this. Ice Cap Zone. Sonic! Return to sender.
Face it, you're never going to get my power.
Come on, Idris Elba. Idris? Do I look like I need your power? He's gonna kick asses. Where are my manners? Sonic, meet Knuckles. Woo! Can't wait to milk the crap out of this movie on my YouTube channel. Cause this movie milked my content.
I know.
No Ramones? Okay. Wow. What? 3 is a magic number? What? Okay, 3 Spider-Men. I get it. Well, that was an emotional roller coaster. I almost lost my voice from all the screams and shouting and quoting all the nostalgic lines. This was a thrill ride, man. Can't believe it. Yeah, speechless. We'll stay in touch. We'll just wait after the credits. Same for you too. We'll just wait. But I'm just speechless right now. Not trying to give away spoilers, but it's the best Tom Holland Spider-Man movie for now. Best MCU movie, that's debatable. Best Spider-Man movie, not number 1, but top 5. What do you think? Top 5 for sure. And top 3. Because I do see people rank No Way Home in top 3. Like, to me, Spider-Man 2 is number 1, Spider-Man 1 is number 1. Still choosing, where will I place No Way Home? Over Into the Spider-Verse, over Amazing Spider-Man 1? Well, so far it's 5 for now. Not sure if I want to rank it over Into the Spider-Verse or Amazing Spider-Man 1. Because the first act, there's a little bit of pet peeves about the first act. But when the second act and the third act comes by, it's great. Like I said, can't reveal anything because spoilers online, but we'll just sit through the credits. I just want to talk a little bit more about it, and we'll just talk more about off camera. The credits are just gonna roll. We'll be at the car, so see you there.
Guys, what in the world?
Gabriel.
Dude.
What we just witnessed was absolute history.
Yes, seriously, like, oh my gosh. I don't know who has not seen this movie yet, but just like he says, this is gonna bring everybody together, and this is, of course everyone's gonna say this, but this is personally Tom's best Spider-Man movie, alright?
Without a doubt.
Seriously.
The best one in his trilogy.
And it's in my top 3 for my favorite Spider-Man movies. Like, seriously, I'm sorry, but like, I don't be controversial, but it's in my top 3.
Yeah, but I mean, hey, it's a fan base, man. Like, some people have hot takes, you have like unpopular opinions. You're free to say so if you want to.
Yeah, but I mean, y'all better see that movie, okay? Like, this one really, like, if you aren't the biggest fan of Homecoming
or Spider-Man as a whole,
just like, I feel like this one specifically just, it hits different, all right? Yeah, okay.
It hits so much, man.
Just the plot,
joy and
like
sadness,
the joy and the funniness, but like this, especially for Tom Holland's version of Spider-Man, like this is just a different approach for him.
It's such a dark Spider-Man film, but such a dark MCU film at the same time.
Like, seriously, and for Tom Holland, like seeing him go through that, holy crap!
Exactly. Like, I really appreciate the drama at the end, the dark side that the previous Spider-Man did in their movies, what Tobey did in his films and Andrew did in his films. Tom gets to embrace that dark side. Like, won't say what happened. You just need to watch the movie to find out, but Tom really delivered it. He really did.
They killed it.
Really good actor. Really, they give Tom Spidey consequences. I won't say what, but it's definitely devastating things that happens to Tom Spider-Man personally, and
like
it broke him.
This is so good. Like, seriously, like, even if you aren't a fan of Tom Holland's Spider-Man, you should, at least some people are gonna become at least some, how do I say this, just they're gonna really appreciate him more in this movie, okay? It doesn't matter what you thought of him before. If everybody, okay, I mean it, like, I think everyone will see a different sort of character from this thing, okay? This isn't Iron Man Jr. in this movie,
exactly.
You know? It's really not.
Iron Man Jr. is gone.
He's gone.
Yep, it's gone. Ever since Far From Home, build that up.
Tom Holland is right. This is just full of different emotions. You don't know what to even feel. The next second you're laughing, and the next second you're trying to look for some tissues in the freaking seat or something.
We cried hard.
How much was your crying count?
3. It was 3 times for 3 major scenes.
I'm not sure if crying counts as in it's the tears that come out of your eyes, but my eyes definitely got watery about 4 times.
I had a feeling you got watery, but
Yeah.
you saw me. I broke down. My head was down. You hear my sniffles, all that. And I'm like, hold me, dude, hold me.
I know.
When some major dark emotional scenes happen.
Also, if you have a special someone or friends or just anyone in general that like means a lot to you, go see this movie.
Don't watch this alone.
Don't watch it alone. Like that guy next to us. Like, yeah, even he was talking to us. You know why? Because
there was this one guy
together. It brings everyone together. Brings everyone to interact.
And then these group of friends that were like a couple of nerds too, that they talk about their thoughts about Spider-Man. And then for me, I quoted when the villain shows up. Yes, the villains: Goblin, Doc Ock, Electro, Sandman, and Lizard. I could not stop quoting the lines. When Goblin shows up, I just shout out, "How am I?" And then when audio, like I said, when Auto TV shows up, including, it's not a big spoiler, but it's a minor one, where his theme plays, na 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 na, and I'm like, I can't wait for it. Like, when Auto comes back, nothing will stand in our way, nothing. There's a lot of callbacks to the original dialogue of these villains, and also their moments of what happened to them last time.
They killed it. They killed it.
You have to like go back and watch all those movies and pay attention to every detail, because this movie delivers that.
Absolutely. Like, I'm gonna say this, like I said, I'm not trying to be rude, but Dad or anyone else in the family, if you're watching this movie's not for you. I'm sorry if it's for the casual folks that never come up with the Spider-Man movies or eventually has no idea what the continuity is, then maybe this movie's not for you. You need to recap itself to understand what's going on. It's not like the movie's gonna 100% like show you and tell you. You just gotta like remember that from what happened to these villains and some certain events, what happened to them from these past Spider-Man movies. Yeah, I'm talking about the Spider-Man movies with Tobey Maguire, the Andrew Garfield Amazing Spider-Man films, and that's why I got a t-shirt for a homage to that. And secondly, also the arc of Tom Holland's Spider-Man. Like we said, when it comes to franchises, this movie is more for the fans. And I know there's going to be a bunch of negative fanboys saying, you know, these movies fanbase, nothing about nostalgia. I was like, what's so wrong about nostalgia, man?
This was good, okay? You can make fun of other movies for that, but come on, I'm sure everyone is gonna at least have some sort of part of the movie or something where they really appreciate, okay? Because this, honestly, just like how in the multiverse, like, there's a chance that this movie was not possible, okay? We could belong on an Earth where Spider-Man is fully taken out the MCU and this movie doesn't happen, okay? So,
ironic.
I mean, come on, appreciate this, you know? I sure do.
I did. Like, it's not Rise of Skywalker where it divides people. It's like Endgame. It's literally Spider-Man Endgame. and very Avengers style. And I will say this from the audience appearance. Oh, another thing. The questions about Tobey and Andrew, just watch the movie. You'll see.
Go watch the movie.
You'll see.
And I don't know what you guys are doing watching this. Go watch the movie.
Yeah, like I said, we're just being as safe as possible and being nice as possible for those who still haven't seen the movie yet. But at the exact same time, the audience experience, it's exactly like Endgame, but arguably speaking, as much as I love the Endgame experience, it feels more emotionally powerful in this one. Just like I said, I like the Avengers, but when it comes to the history of Spider-Man films, and I haven't said this, but I will say this on camera, the first Spider-Man movies with Tobey was my introduction to the character in the first place, but it was also my introduction of loving superheroes, or at least comic book movies as a whole. Without Spider-Man, I wouldn't be interested in the Avengers or the Guardians or Batman or Superman if it wasn't for Spider-Man. So sorry for spamming a bunch of Spider-Man content, but it's personal to me, it's personal to him, and it's personal to Gabriel even too. That's why when I watch this movie, especially with the theater audience, like I said, when I quote it and when I shout, and yes, my voice kind of like I destroyed, but that's on me because I wanted to like save it all. But No Way Home, it's not just a baiting, like fan service studio driven movie. It's a celebration. It's a celebration of almost 20 years of Spider-Man, celebration of 5 years of Tom Holland's growth as his own Spider-Man in the MCU, where if you're thinking that he's not, like what Alex says, not Iron Man Jr., trust me, he will become the Spider-Man that you wanted him to be straight from the comics. There's a lot of growth
as well.
Yeah, that ending, like I said, that ending, it's emotional, it's sad, but satisfying. And to me, movies are supposed to be like great roller coasters on switching emotions of high positive stakes and negative stakes. Like basically us in the audience, I love the emotion of hearing from other people by saying yes, no, yes, no. Like I wanted that, and to me, so when that theater is open from its audience for them to react and enjoy, people like us can embrace it. And for me, I embrace it a lot, man. And even Gabriel and Alex had their emotional things. We quoted the lines at the exact same time. And I will say this, like I said, the movie, like I said, it's not perfect. It does have some minor flaws, but like I said, it's just small nitpicks. But it's not like, oh my gosh, this movie is terrible. And I won't say it's not nearly perfect, but it's definitely a really good movie that I actually love. And it's one, just like Endgame, it's one of those movies that you could rewatch again in theaters. And personally, for me, a hot take, this will be my last movie I will watch in theaters. Not the last movie in 2021, but I want this as my final theater experience of 2021 when I go see this movie again the second time. And to be fair, since I already told you a story that me and Gabriel saw Homecoming 4DX, imagine the action sequences we could have felt for No Way Home. Like, honestly, like from the surround sounds of the IMAX 3, I could totally imagine, like, Gabriel, remember I whispered you in the back where I said, it feels like I'm in a theme park ride, like the Universal ride, including with Doc Ock's scene. So, like I said, Doc Ock is not really a spoiler just because they show the majority of his scenes, like, by the Marvel website, so that's definitely good. But for the villains, like I said, they're not just there for the sake of being there. They're confused. They eventually are lost, but at the exact same time, trying to find their broken pieces. And the greatest thing I like about Tom Holland's Spider-Man, and yeah, I will give credit to Doctor Strange. Benedict Cumberbatch is such a great actor, a very MVP candidate in the MCU, and I can't wait to see what's next for the future of Doctor Strange's character. I won't say anything yet, but stay after the credits. That has to do with the character of Doctor Strange. And secondly, about the other cast members, like I said, the villains bring it all. Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin always gives me chills, always fears me. Like, I was always afraid of Goblin when I was a kid, and Willem Dafoe, but the one thing I love about Goblin in No Way Home, he is a straight up villain. I won't reveal why, but basically similar to the first movie. He's sadistically evil, he's sinister, he's sly, his dialogue is very comic booky, he is silly when he wants to be, and he can be very creepy in a way by saying everything you want while the world will make you choose. And it gives me a lot of flashbacks to Spider-Man 1. And same for Doc Ock. Some people concerned that they were going to retcon Otto, but to me, they didn't. Like, obviously, they didn't. Like I said, I won't say what happened, but yes, straight up as a villain, but they haven't lost the empathy of Otto Octavius. Same goes for the other villains. And Electro, I will say this, that Jamie Foxx's Electro is an improvement for what his character was in Amazing Spider-Man 2, where he was a nobody and he's already a somebody, and Jamie Foxx really bring a very different take on Electro, not by the suit, but the way he speaks, the way he looks. It's definitely a big improvement for Electro. But as for Sandman and Lizard, there isn't much to say about them, which is why Sandman and Lizard are not promoted that much. since they are like sidelined as side villains, but they definitely have a lot of moments to shine, especially in the final act. Like I said, no spoilers, but they definitely have some good moments to shine.
Oh yeah.
But I will say this, it's definitely a nice ending to the Home trilogy, and for Zendaya's MJ, to me at Far From Home, I was a little bit like iffy about the relationship, but No Way Home actually makes me want to care about the relationship just because it's youthful, it can be awkward at some points, but it's compassionate, but really also loyal at the same time.
It's a really good couple.
Like I said, when they talk about when they're there for each other as partners and actually help each other, but also to calm down, it's more like, yeah, that's what real smart, loyal, compassionate, loving couples would do.
I remember when Far From Home was starting to come out, everyone was like, oh crap, this crush, this love is out of nowhere and stuff like that. But no, I think especially this movie, it really does develop between the two of them really, really good.
It doesn't. It's not forced. It's not shoehorned. They actually develop it a lot more, and
it's really good. It
made me feel for them.
I know. I could,
because their pain, but also for what they're struggling with Peter's identity being lost and the privacy being taken away from both of them.
Like that in their life, you know?
Yeah.
Like since Homecoming, I thought it was just kind of weird, and then Far From Home, it was forced, it was cringy, I didn't like it, and this one, like I feel for them this time. And,
yeah.
You know, you feel way more emotional, especially at a certain part towards the end. It made me like.
It made a mark.
Tear up. Like I didn't think I would actually do that for them, but I was like, you know what? I feel for this guy. I feel for them.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Definitely. Like, basically, all the morals of the messages, it reminded me of Rosemary's Handmaid says, like, I believe there's a hero in all of us. Everyone cheer for them, like, scream their names, and about sacrifice the things we love the most, even our dreams, and just give them up. And some points were, the reason why I love the character Spider-Man, and yes, like I said, from Tobey was in his movies, and Andrew in his movies, and even Tom in his recent film, in No Way Home, is the fact that why Spider-Man is such an amazing character is not just because of the amazing suit or the powers or the villains, is the fact that he just feels, in my personal opinion, the most human superhero out of all of them, just because he goes through a lot of relatable struggles, and especially for me as a social media star, where sometimes I wish I have privacy of my own whenever I need to be. So for Tom Peter, I could totally understand that, because basically the meaning of with great power comes great responsibility, with the moral of the origin of Spider-Man, it's like, picture this, you're a kid who got picked on and who's different. You would feel anything to be powerful. You would want to feel love and feel unique with your abilities, and you want to feel that, but at the exact same time, sometimes those outcomes and those results doesn't 100% give you a free pass. Sometimes it just makes your life more complicated, and the only ways to fix it is your flaws, your vulnerability, and basically it's your decision to make that great power that you have, the abilities and the talents that you use, not for bad, not for rich and fame, and not for the sake of using it and just have fun with it. It takes a lot of responsibility with that choices, with the decisions being made. And that's why with great power comes great responsibility. Such a meaningful message to the character of Spider-Man, but also to all of us. To all of us, where we're not perfect. We struggled, we flaw, we get to our downfalls, and No Way Home reminded me of that. Like, sure, it's a fantasy, but like in the comics, it's an amazing fantasy. Why I love Spider-Man? It's a realistic fantasy. Sure, we can't swing through the buildings. Sure, we can't punch bad guys and save everything. But you don't want to know what we can do? We can still have the empathy, but also the responsibility and the decisions who we can as people. But also, sometimes you don't have to be a hero to the world. You can just be the hero to the ones who are close to you, to your family, to your loved ones, to your friends. And that's what Spider-Man really does. Like, from Tobey's films to Anderson's Tom's, they really helped me through my dark times, even when it comes to my mental health and all that, with my emotional struggles. And when it comes to No Way Home, I tear up for those moments because it's more like a me too moment. But aside from nostalgia, like we said, it's not just nostalgia bait all over, it's the personal connection that all of us had all together. So I couldn't thank No Way Home enough. So that's why Spider-Man means a lot to me, a lot to Alex, and a lot to Gabriel, just because Spider-Man is one of us. Anyone can wear the mask.
We're all Spider-Man.
We're all Spider-Man indeed. So it's getting like pretty dark, and like I said, I will say this by the end of the video, but like we said, Alex, Gabriel, thank you for this journey, man. This journey from all the years that we've been through, from all the Spider-Man movies and all that we grow our connection, our development, like being close to each other just because of our love of Spider-Man, but who we are as people at the end of the day. And that's another reason why I love about Spider-Man. It's the people of Peter Parker's everyday life that are close to him. They're not billionaires, they're not scientists, they're not gods, they're not super soldiers out of time. They're the ordinary people that you could see like every day in your life. And that's why the character of Peter Parker appeals to me and appeals to all of us. And to me, like when it comes to like the capacity but also the human emotions to feel genuine, to share, it's the same way that I can do with Gabriel and Alex too, and everyone that's close to me. So it's really, that's what I love about Spider-Man. Like, I can still have fun with the action and the spectacle and the villains. That's like the icing, but the cake and the inside is just the heart of it. And to me, that's why I just really adored about the character. And I'm happy that I get to embrace that with Alex and with Gabriel, where we embrace our emotions. No one got mad at the theater. No one said, hey, shut up, I'm trying to watch a movie. We all come together, and that's why I wanted No Way Home to be a fan base where we don't have to argue or be divided. I'm like, come on, we've already been divided a lot, like all the past couple of years. Can we just be united and actually like feel happy with each other and just be, at least have a good time and just feel like we're all connected, even though we all don't know each other, but we can embrace our happiness, our joy, our excitement, our tears, our sadness, all of it for this movie. And Spider-Man No Way Home, like I said, it's not my number one, but it's definitely in my top 5. I need to watch it a second time before I officially make my ranking for No Way Home. But No Way Home, as well as the other Spider-Man movies in the past, has like made an impact on me and an impact on all of us too. So at the exact same time, No Way Home is a love letter to all Spider-Man fans, to all the generations of all the 3 past Spider-Man franchises that we got. But also, aside from the spectacle and the cameos and the crossover, it has the spectacle of when it's drama, human real stakes drama, and external worldwide drama is at the exact same time too. So No Way Home knows when it wants to be funny. It knows when it's dark, when it needs to be dark with emotion. And once when you go see the movie, not gonna lie, you will have an emotional reaction to it. You might cry like we did. You might be happy, you might be joyful. And that's what I'm saying, like, please people,
go watch it, enjoy it, seriously.
Go watch Spider-Man No Way Home.
This is like once in a life. Like, of course you could watch the movie with that first time viewing. I'm not forgetting it.
I'm never forgetting this moment. And to me, out of all the moments I have in 2021, I have a lot of great ones, but this has got to be my favorite one.
It's been an honor to share with you as well.
It's been an honor for being friends with you, but also loving our fanboy like excitement over Spider-Man, but also everything about Marvel as a whole and how we just develop as friends. And Gabriel, you've been my cousin, but also my close brother ever since when we were young, and it's been an emotional ride that every day before this movie, we just grow our love and our excitement for this movie. So I couldn't thank you enough, man.
Yeah, man. Thanks
Spider-Man.
for joining the ride, bro.
Absolutely. And like a reference without context, I love you guys.
Love you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you too, man.
You'll understand that.
Yeah, when I say that phrase, you'll understand like what we mean by that. So, yeah, that's all I have to say, guys. In the words of Stanley, you know, I guess one person can make a difference. Enough said. With great power comes great responsibility. Like,
yeah, I should get back on the road.
Like I said, no problem, man. I'm just gonna end on the review right here. I'm just never forget these words.
No.
With great power comes great responsibility.
Great way to say that.
This is our gift. This is our curse. Who are we? We're the Spider-Men. As cheesy as that sounds, but I think that's the best way to describe it in all of us. And thank you guys for watching.
Thank you all.
See you, chump.
Love that.
See you, chump.
See you, chump.